Derek Lunsford is your 2023 Mr. Olympia champion. He's your current Mr. Olympia. Now, Martin Fitzwater, I have made this comparison before between him and Derek Lunsford. Very similar in the structure. And with Martin Fitzwater's showing, he was a standout at that New York Pro. Gave Nick Walker a run for his money. It was close, guys. 1 point, I guess. It was close. Does he have the potential to someday defeat Derek Lunsford in a battle at the Olympia? I guess it would be. Let's go through these shots, guys. I've been getting some requests for this one. This will answer at least a few of your guys' requests to see Derek versus Martin Fitzwater. And right out of the chute, you can see that potential that Martin has. Look at the midsection. The V-taper. It's Derek Lunsford-like. Look at that, guys. That's unbelievable. Not only that, but in Martin Fitzwater's case, I think that he has better arms. Neither one of these guys are Nick Walker in the arms, but they're not bad. Not bad. And like I said, I think Martin a little bit peakier in those arms. But look at the flow on both of these gentlemen. Now, whether it's the camera angle or not, it looks like Martin Fitzwater has big, juicy quads. Look at the size of those big slabs of meat. And I'm not saying Derek has small legs by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. Just in comparison to that upper body, I think the proportions slightly better for Martin Fitzwater. But it is worth to mention, Derek has bigger lats. You think he's slapped on some clay? A lot of people do think he's slapped on some clay. Here is, Martin. He wasn't able to open up. Something happened. And I've mentioned this before. His front lat spread, he just doesn't open up to what he could, what he should. And it seems to be the same case with the New York Pro version of him. But look at all the other muscle groups here, guys. Look at the wheels. You telling me that this guy someday won't have the potential to be a runner-up at the Olympia or a first call-out guy? A runner-up, win the bloody show, maybe. Just a young Buckingham, remember that, guys. Here is the turn to the side, a pose where Derek Lunsford, he really makes people look thin. Look at how wide the guy is from the lower half perspective as well. Derek Lunsford, from the front, his legs, I actually preferred Martin Fitzwater's, to be honest with you, Dan. But from the side here, it's not even close. Thickness also. Derek is a house. He's a great big house. The house that the IFBB built, that's a tough one and a half. But for a young Buckingham Palace, both of these guys just spring chickens. But Martin Fitzwater, I like the detail a little bit better. Look at that far pec, close pec. Needs a little more size, of course, but the details there. Here's the side tricep. And same thing here. Derek's a house. He's the fun house. Tricep, fun center. Little inside joke there. The action zone. Midsection, Martin Fitzwater, he has an edge. He absolutely has an edge. Midsection for midsection. Rest of the body, Derek. Derek chest, Derek arm, Derek leg. Derek. He's winning the matchup, guys. What was the point of doing the comparison? Well, you guys wanted to see it, first of all. And second of all, Martin Fitzwater, he's just getting rolling. And once he gets some momentum underneath of him, he will explode. Maybe. Here is the back. And here's where you can say, but Mark's max muscle. Why would you do this comparison? Derek Lunsford is destroying Martin Fitzwater. Yeah, well, you. It's a pretty good comparison. I think that Martin Fitzwater actually has the condition of Derek Lunsford from behind. You show me a bodybuilder right now, aside from maybe Hattie, and I wouldn't even say that. Maybe Nick Walker from behind, who has peeled as this Derek Lunsford, and Martin Fitzwater right there with him. He just doesn't have the bag. Just didn't open up. That's why Nick beat him. Well, that and, Nick's a monster. Nick's a monster. Here's the rear double, and I would suggest it's close to being the same thing here. Derek is just too bloody wide. And you gotta remember, he was making the likes of Big Ramrod, Ramalama Ding Dong. He was making him look narrow from the back shots. If you can believe that one, Derek is that wide. And even Martin Fitzwater, as good as he is, you guys wanted to see this beating. At least 2.5 of you guys. 3 is anyway. Looks like that Martin's just a little bit narrow. So Martin, if you're watching this, get those lats. Maybe try pull downs. A couple of different back exercises you can do. You can Google it. I'm just joking, obviously. Martin Fitzwater, if anything, he improved. It was his back. It was not even as good as this. But you know what? It's going to get even better. Here's the abs and thigh, and you can actually see the abs. The abs and those thighs. Good kind. $10 for those kind. The juicy ones. I think they're better than Derek's quads from the front anyway. From the side, it's lights out. Lights out. Lights on. Lights out. Lights out. Look at the lats. Of course, you Derek haters, you guys are going to point the blame to sights. He slapped on some clay on the lats. It's not fair, And he doesn't even show his abs. It's a vacuum. But you know me, I kind of like the vacuum. If you want to do the abs, Derek, little Chris Aceto said, a little washed out or whatever he said, Olympia champion without an ab shot. He doesn't really have an ab shot. Sorry, Derek, it's what Chris Aceto said. It is. Quads look decent here for Derek. Imagine somebody saying, oh, they look decent. They're good quads, but Martin Fitzwater, he has some rounders as well. So at the end of the day, does Martin beat Derek in any pose? Yes, he does. He beats him in the abs and thigh, maybe. If you want to look just at the abs, maybe the quads. And he is winning in this most muscular. Absolutely he is. Derek, a little bit criticized for the softer side of bodybuilding in the front. I mean, how many bodybuilders are more strided from behind hamstrings, glutes than they are from the front? Definitely nobody in the 1990s. And I would wager to say that Martin Fitzwater, he is as peeled as the day he was born. No, I'm just joking. He's as peeled from the front here as he is from the back. And a little crab position, most muscular. Now, if you'll notice, Martin Fitzwater, he's doing an upright crab. The upright crab. He walk like a crab. But either which way, Martin Fitzwater, of course he's not beating Derek. Guys, does he have the potential to someday be a Mr. Olympia champion? Absolutely, yes. For as long as I've been watching bodybuilding, I can say, yes, he absolutely has the potential to someday be Mr. Olympia champion. What do I know? I've been watching bodybuilding since the 80s. Since the 80s. But anyway. A lot of people have the potential to someday be Mr. Olympia champion. It is getting the ball thrown to you. They throw the ball to a lot of guys. But it has to do with the guys that can run with it. Will he run with it and make a touchdown? Well, that's a totally different story altogether. He's got the potential. So does Andrew Jack. So does Samson Dauda. Well, he's getting a little long in the tooth, isn't he? Martin Buckingham, just a young pup. Hit thumbs up on the video. So is Derek. You could win 10 Olympia titles, for goodness sakes. Hit thumbs up. Subscribe. Have a nice one.